as Richie Power got that first possession in there. Good catch. Now, was he holding on too long? The referee allowed him an advantage, it seemed, to try and make something of it. In the end, it becomes a penalty for Kilkenny. Richie Power's going to take it. Power, who got 8 points against Offaly on the opening day of this year's National League. Well stopped by Donald O'Cusack and finished and outside and wide. It was Willie O'Dwyer who was coming onto it. Man in the blue helmet, but a very good stop here by Donald O'Cusack. Got out there and Willie O'Dwyer prodded it just to the left and he put it wide. So the first chance spurned by Kilkenny. Just ahead is Mark O'Sullivan. Finally gets the ball in towards him. Bit late arriving there. Back once again towards Cathal Naughton. Into space here, now McCarthy. Unmarked, scoring opportunity. In fact, it's Kieran Fraggy Murphy. And Kieran Murphy's shot is well stopped. Brilliantly saved by PJ Ryan. Well, the two goalkeepers have been excelling in the opening couple of minutes of this game. Murphy turning and Murphy striking. What a good save by PJ Ryan. Missed completely by Brian Murphy. Helped out by Shane Murphy, his namesake. Shane from Erin's Own. This is Pat Horgan. That was an almost impossible angle. That's a great shot. Brilliant point by Pat Horgan. And Horgan, from a very, very acute angle, makes it 3 points to no score. The Dripsy player, number 11, leaves it behind here to John Tennyson. Help arriving. Kanasicki getting that ball away. Taken down beautifully here by Richie Power. Onto his left-hand side and strikes it beautifully over the bar. Good score by Richie Power. And that will be a confidence booster for him, one he certainly needed. Onto his left-hand side, nicely over. John Mulhall, his team behind by 5 points to 3. High up into the air. Fogarty is in after it. He's got it. Hands and knees. Somehow it stays out. Cork's defence in some disarray, but they managed to keep their goal intact, and it comes out as far as Cathal Naughton. Kilkenny might have had 2 goals by now, one of them from the penalty. Asaki O'Halpine slipping inside here towards Mark O'Sullivan. Goalkeeper comes out this time. O'Sullivan there needs support. Out by Tommy Welch. Out at the end by PJ Delaney. Goal chances at both ends. But what about this down in front of the Cork goal? That was Aidan Fogarty, somehow denied by the intervention of Donald O'Cusack, and they managed to get it away eventually with Owen Cadogan helping out. And then down at this other end it was Mark O'Sullivan denied by goalkeeper PJ Ryan. Brian Murphy's after it, everybody's after it, and the referee again is going to end the uncertainty by throwing the ball in. 8 points to 7, remember, as this row breaks out. Michael Grace there loses his white helmet, and all hell breaking loose over there. Tempers certainly frayed. Michael Wadding in there to try and help the referee. Michael's the linesman on the far side. Well, now let's see how this develops. Michael Grace involved. And the referee, what is he going to do here? As he takes the name of Michael Grace, and Michael Grace has got a red card. Kilkenny lose a man right on the call of half-time. So how will Kilkenny handle being a man down? The player without anybody to mark, by the way, is Cork's number 2, Shane O'Neill. Back once again comes Richie Power. Fed beautifully inside to Mulhall. Beats the goalkeeper and scores. Opening goal of the game. Donald O'Cusack beaten by John Mulhall's shot. Managed to get to it, the keeper. Couldn't keep it out, however. Beautiful pass by Richie Power. 48 minutes were gone when that went in the back of the net. And it's 110 to 11 points. Jackie Tyrrell now. And Jackie's clearance has gone straight to a Cork man, and that's happened time and time again. Both teams guilty of that. Cathal Naughton swinging it in, and Cathal Naughton's got this one right, and he puts it over the bar. Teams are level. It's Kilkenny 110, Cork 13 points. Will Cork get a rare victory against Kilkenny in recent times. Will Kilkenny lose 2 league matches in a row? Those are the issues. Jerry O'Connor blocked down this time by Owen Larkin. Larkin taking off again, releasing Richie Power, swinging it beautifully, lovely style. That's a great score. Came out to left half forward to get that one. A 5th point of the match by Richie Power, first of the second half. Richie Power once again, nicely into the centre here. Tennyson going forward. John Tennyson. Good ball forward here as far as Aidan Fogarty trying to hold on to possession. Trying to make possession stick at this stage. But it comes out again to a Corkman, to Cathal Naughton. Into the centre to Jerry O'Connor, the second half substitute. Mishit that, but it might work out yet for them. It was Cusson who broke it to his clubmate here at Sarsfields, Kieran Murphy. Back to Jerry O'Connor. Great point! Jerry O'Connor with his first score, and it's 14 points to 111 for Kilkenny. Terrific shot, terrific score. Oh, poor ball in the end by Aidan Fogarty. Only as far as Niall McCarthy. Looks for somebody to give it to. Forward there, as far as Kieran Murphy. Up towards Paddy O'Sullivan. Scoring chance for Paddy O'Sullivan, and that's over the bar. Point for the substitute. Paddy O'Sullivan's first. Cork 17, Kilkenny 1 goal and 12. Thumbs up from Paddy. Young man from Cloyne getting this pass, beating John Dalton to it and striking it beautifully over the bar. 30 seconds of injury time has now been played. Breaks loose. Richie Power's after it. Can he deny Cork their victory? Richie Power. Referee says play on. It's in the hands of Shane Murphy. Back out once again. It comes to Jerry O'Connor. Races away. Up towards Niall McCarthy. Trying to get away from Tommy Welch. Niall McCarthy has it. This could be it. Inside towards Michael Cusson. Broken down there by Brian Hogan. Great excitement. Paddy O'Sullivan got the last point. He's put this one high. He's put it over the bar. And it's Cork's day in the National League. Cusson set it up for him. But it was still Paddy O'Sullivan who had it all to do to strike it brilliantly over the bar and win the match for Cork, who remain unbeaten in this Allianz League Division 1. Final score: Cork 18 points, Kilkenny 1 goal and 13.
I think the second half was a tremendous game. I know Kilkenny were a man down now, but I mean, they set up, it probably suited them in a way, did a bit more space up front, and I suppose we gifted them the goal really, and we had to dig it out, and we did dig it out, and I'm thrilled for the lads really.
Well, last year Cork's development side took a heavy beating at Nolan Park, so I'm sure that they enjoyed that victory today. Cyril Farrell, 2 defeats in a row for Kilkenny. If this is another county, Cody must go, I suppose.
Don't be suggesting that there's going to be a county board meeting in Kilkenny looking for Cody's head. No, it was a great game. They could have won the game as well. They were unfortunate to have a man sent off. They were down to 14 men. But it was a great game, a great advertisement for hurling, and it was very well contested. Cork had to lay down a marker, especially after what happened last year. They were wiped out, new team, and a big change for Dennis Welsh. He was a long time in hurling, and he was very, very happy. But I don't think Brian Cody will be too upset. He let on to be upset, but really this year I have a feeling deep down there's only one championship for him, and that's the All-Ireland Championship this year.
And obviously some of the Kilkenny players are missing for various reasons at the moment, so he's getting an opportunity to look at other people. He
is, yeah, and his new half backline, well, not new, but like Jack Tyrrell is out centre back playing very well. Brian Hogan's gone back full back, and the 2 wing backs, Jedge Laney got hurt there today, shoulder, and Tommy Welch on the other side. They're very effective. Midfield wasn't great today, and John Munhall is trying to stake his claim for a position. Got 1-3 today, he'd be happy enough. But there's a lot of players to come back. But the other side, Cork would feel very good. They have three games and 3 wins.
Yeah. OK, let's look at a couple of aspects of the game, Cyril. This year, of course, as we know, the goalkeepers have to wear helmets, but it doesn't affect their sharpness.
Yeah, you have 2 of them today, like 2 of the greats. Like it's hard to know them. They look different with the helmets on, but Donald Cusick is back hurling again. This time last year, a lot of other things going on. Here, like early in the game, Richie Power gets a 21. He goes for a goal here, hits it quite well, and it's a great save. Now Willie Dwyer actually wins the race and breaks back out, little flick, with a mess in the back net, just goes wide. Again, now Willie Dwyer shouldn't win that race, and it should be a back getting in there. Hits it well, but I suppose you just don't drive it at a goalie of Donald's calibre. Just a little flick, they don't even get a point of it. And the game was going up, and now here's Cork on the attack here. Kieran Murphy, captain, he does a very, most things going for a point. He goes for a great goal here, great save by PJ Ryan. they're going for big scores. Here again, Aidan Ford catches an impossible ball. Hurl eventually gets free, and again Donlogue saves it, and again Kilkenny get nothing out of it. Now another day they would get scores out of him, but I just show it was helter-skelter, and yet Michael at half-time is only 8 points each, and here's another great chance. Lovely little ball inside here. But Marcus Sullivan here trying to make his debut here really, in trying to get on the Cork team. Didn't actually hit it, mishit it. Again PJ Ryan out, and again it's clear. Now it was hard to believe that at half-time it was 8 points all, but it was a great league game.
Kilkenny